My next guest takes on Diego Silva coming up here at Destiny MMA on March 2nd. It is Russell Doane joining me here on the program. Russell, how are you, man?
I'm fantastic, honestly. Back home in Hawaii, so nothing to complain about, you know?
Yeah, no, I bet. Good weather and everything else. Does this training camp feel a little bit weird? First fight outside the UFC since November 2013. Anything different about this camp, or is it just business as usual?
Let's see. What's different about this camp? It's not so much what's different about the camp, but what's different about me, I guess. You know, I took some time off to, I don't want to say reevaluate myself, but to recognize my pattern and blah, 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 you know, and put things together better.
Yeah. No, there's always an evolution, which is great. How did you find out you were released from the UFC? Was it an email? Was it a call? How did you find out the bad news?
I think my manager told me, but I kind of knew already, you know. After that fight with Hani Yaya, it was kind of like, where do I go from there? What do they do with me? There wasn't a whole lot. You know, I kind of shit the bed, so to speak. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm not gonna sit here and cry. I just know what I have to do now, you know.
Yeah, no, the task at hand. Were there any other offers from other promotions? I know Destiny obviously giving you a good opportunity here, but was there any offers from Bellator or ONE or any of the other promotions? Because you put on exciting fights.
Mm-hmm. There was, you know, but honestly, after the whole this UFC thing, I moved back home. I just want to give myself some time to like think, you know, evaluate myself as a fighter, as a person. That way I can put on better performances for myself. You know, I want to win. I'm a fucking winner, man. You know what I mean? So whatever was off during that time, that kind of, you know, my spiral downward that happened. I just wanted to figure it out before I could get back in there, and you know, I want to be myself. I want to be my true self. I want to be that fucking champion I know I am. You know?
Yeah. And I know one of the things that's happened in between your last fight and this one is I know you linked up with Terphouse. I know you've been using some of their products. How did that all come together?
It was for me at Oyama's. You know, my manager Jason House, he has real good hookups. Oyama, they're really good at, as a team, they're really good at marketing themselves and getting with other companies, and pairing together. Terphouse is honestly, I'm one of those guys who are like, yeah, CBDs are great. But when I started taking it and I really started feeling the difference in the way I slept, the way I felt, the way my joints felt, man, like now I'm a true believer, you know?
Okay. And what are you using for recovery other than the CBD oil? Anything else you do? I know some guys like to do the ice baths or whatever. What is sort of your go-to for recovery?
I get massages. You know, I get cupped. Actually use that Terphouse lotion when I get cupped. You know, I put it on and then I get cupped. Massages, cupping, yeah, ice bath or two. Nobody really likes ice bath, but we got to do it, you know.
Yeah, it's part of the job. Let's talk about your opponent, Diego Silva, 11-4 record. How do you feel like you match up against him here? And was it tough to find footage on him at all?
It was tough to find footage on him, but I think he's good. You know, he's good. He's definitely like he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. His striking seems how do I? It's good, but it's not like mine. It's not like mine, not at all. His wrestling isn't amazing, but he will wrestle. But I also am a wrestler, so.
You mentioned moving back home. Where are you training right now, and who are some of your main training partners for this fight?
I'm training at Hawaii Elite MMA, you know, the place where we built ourselves. I've been training at Gracie Techniques, where I do my jiu-jitsu with Rylan Lazares. Main training partners, I have really good training partners, man. I have, like, Loin Tananis was helping me out, and I don't know if you guys seen that guy. But
one championship, man. That guy's tearing it up. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, can you imagine being his sparring partner? Man.
I don't want to. That sounds pretty brutal.
Yeah. I called on like my friends who are really good jiu-jitsu guys, who are really good MMA guys, and I called on them and I've asked them for their help, you know, because I know that I have to be at my best for Diego. I have to be at my best, and I have to implement my game plan. It doesn't matter what else is going on. I have to implement that game plan.
And what about the weight cut? How's that going for this fight?
Good. I'm 100% on weight. You know, things are going smoothly. There isn't a single thing I can complain about.
That's good, because I know sometimes when you have a layoff, you know, sometimes you put on the pounds, it's a little bit tougher to cut weight, but it sounds like everything's, like you said, going according to plan, which is awesome.
Yeah, it really is. Because I have good people around me who help me out and take care of me. You know, so I'm just super fortunate that there are people who want to help me.
And on that note, who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
My coach is from Hawaii. Charles, I've been with him for like 12 years. Rylan is my jiu-jitsu coach. I would have loved to fly Colin Oyama out, but it's kind of, I don't want to say a last minute fight, but it wasn't the 6, 7, 8 weeks people want, you know. But lucky enough, I was already training. I was actually coming out of Lowen's camp because I was helping him with his. So you have to be in shape for Lowen. You have to be in shape for Lowen.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just kind of came right after that. So it was just good timing, you know.
How do you see this fight playing out on March 2nd?
Let's see. How do I say this without? I want to drown him. I want to drown him. I want him, without sounding cocky, without giving out a game plan, I want him to not regret. I want him to go home and reevaluate himself the way I had to. You know what I mean? I want to make him go home and think, like, I better fucking step my game up if I want anything else out of this. That's what I want to do.
What's next for you after this fight? I imagine the plan is to keep active and, you know, really get a winning streak together and you know, see what the future holds.
It really is. The plan is to stay active. The plan is to stay active and just go. You know, I took a year off, the year that I honestly feel I needed. And now that year is over and I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I don't want to, you know, I took that year off. That's great. I'm over it. Let's fucking go, you know?
Yeah, and we're looking forward to it. It's coming up here March 2nd. It is Destiny MMA. Russell, it's great to hear you're doing well. Excited for this matchup. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
You can just find me on Instagram, Russell Doane 135. I'm not really active on Twitter anymore, but that's still Russell Doane 135. I really want to thank the people that have helped me. You know, my team, Hawaii MMA. I want to thank Gracie Technics. I want to thank Team Oyama, because without Team Oyama, I wouldn't have learned about myself. I want to thank Terphouse for all the CBD stuff they've been sending me, because that's really helping my recovery. I want to thank Defend Hawaii, because they have had my back ever since. Just all the people behind me. I mean, there's so many, I can't sit here and name them, but you know, my team, my friends. If you're behind me, if you're a fan and you helped me in any way, even if you passed me during the day and said, "Hey, Russell," thank you.